Hey, what's up everybody? Nick here. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. I am doing another Halloween ranking video. I actually have a lot of these Halloween ranking videos planned. The original plan was to do them up until the release of Halloween Kills. But since that blew up in our faces, I figured I'd make them and kind of slowly release them throughout the upcoming months until the Halloween season here. So tonight's video is going to be I'm going to rank the Michael Myers from least scariest to scariest. And the criteria I am using for this is, just for me personally, which Michael Myers would scare me the most if I ran into them in a dark alley all by myself. So that's the only criteria I am using. So if you like videos like this, I know you guys are probably sick of me saying this, but if you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner maybe. Really appreciate that if you do, and I really appreciate all your guys' comments. So let's get right into it. And first of all, just a little tidbit of information here. I am not including the Rob Zombie versions, mainly because I don't like those movies. And it's my channel. I can do whatever I want. But really, they would obviously be towards the top of the list. They're pretty scary. Tyler Mane's pretty badass. But I just want to use the original incarnation of the character in the original multiple fucking timelines. So let's get right into it. There's 8 of them to rank. Coming in last place, the Myers that would scare me the least would be the Michael Myers from Halloween H2O. Not a fan of this portrayal. Not a fan of this movie, but I'm not a fan of this portrayal. It doesn't scare me. He obviously has some strength. He lifts Will up with a knife. When he kills Laurie's boyfriend, and he obviously lowers himself down for some reason with one arm in the hallway there behind Laurie. So he's obviously got some strength, but he doesn't scare me at all. His character wasn't utilized well. Not a fan of the portrayal by Chris Durand. So he is in last place. Coming in 7th place, second last, is going to be the Myers from Halloween Resurrection. Similar to H2O, but he just seems a little scarier to me. Maybe it's the eyebrows, who knows. But he also, lowers himself down again with one arm. Dumb. But he's just a little scarier to me. He can chop a girl's head off with a butcher knife with one swing. They just did a better job at least making him a little scarier. We won't get into the fact that a unnamed rapper might be able to talk shit to him and then walk away. We won't get into that. But he's just a little bit ahead of the H2O version of Michael Myers in scare factor for me. So that's number 7. Coming in at number 6 is going to be everyone's favorite Halloween movie, Halloween 5. Issues with this movie aside, the gap between Resurrection and Halloween 5 for me is pretty big as far as Michael being scary. And it's mainly because, of the weapons he uses in the barn. He uses that big scythe and shit like that, and a pitchfork, and all kinds of crazy shit like that. So, like I said, issues with it aside, I did think that was pretty cool that he's using autumn farming equipment. So yeah, he is going to be at number 6. Number 5 on my list is going to be Halloween 2, 1981's Michael Myers. Look, this Michael is brutal as hell. He, can drown someone in scalding hot water. He has surgical skills, obviously. Brutal as hell with some of his kills. But he walks so damn slow. Sorry for that noise. My dog is next to me, and I didn't feel like making him leave, so I'm just going to let him lie there. But what I was saying was, Dick Warlock's portrayal, and I loved Warlock, but his portrayal of just walking like a zombie, the reason he's not ranked higher is because if I ran into this Michael in a dark alley, I'm pretty athletic, not to toot my own horn, but I could run away from him. So that's why he's kind of falls in the middle. Coming in at number 4 is going to be the Myers from Halloween 4. Basically similar to Halloween 2. He's got that slow kind of walk, but he can put a thumb through a forehead, And look what he did to the fucking police station. You know, these are armed cops, and he just fucking destroys it. Rips the guy's arm right off. So that's why he's a little bit ahead of Halloween 2. Coming in at number 3, top 3, the OG Halloween, 1978. So, I'm obviously talking about all the damage Michael does in some of these other movies. So why would the OG Michael Myers, The Shape from 78, scare me more than them? It's simple. That little hint of supernatural ability. Now, I'm not talking about zombie ability, to take punishment and stuff like that. I'm talking about being there and then not there. That's scary as fuck, Is he there? Is he not there? How is he doing this shit? Just that subtleness in your mind that Carpenter put as far as, Michael's, supernatural abilities that you kind of think there's something going on with this guy. So I find that very scary. So that's why I had to rank him above Halloween 4, Halloween 2, Halloween 5, etc. So, top 2. If you've been following along and doing the calculus in your head, that leaves 2 movies left. It's either going to be Halloween 2018 or Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. Coming in second place is going to be Halloween 2018. Look, this Michael, 2 years ago, was brutal as hell. He stomped the fucking head, all kinds of shit. He just, oh man, the scene at the gas station, the guy's face is all jacked up, teeth everywhere, jaw smashed in. The jack-o'-lantern scene. Obviously, this Michael is not to be fucked with at all. So just an awesome performance, awesome portrayal by James Jude Courtney, and briefly by Nick Castle, very briefly. But I just loved how he was brutal as hell in this movie, and that would scare the shit out of me. But Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers is number 1. That Michael is number 1 on my list. This movie's not going to be number 1 on a lot of my lists, but I had to give the portrayal of Michael Myers its due for scariness factor. A couple of reasons for that. Number 1 is the axe scene with, what's the old lady's name in the Strode house? Michael standing there with the axe by the laundry sheets. I just thought that was cool and scary. What he does to Jamie in the theatrical cut, where he turns on the machine, brutal as hell. But the main reason he comes in at number 1 is he's got most, if not all, of the Halloween 2018 Michael's brutality, but that speed walking in the hallway of Smith's Grove after he takes down the operating room, which is an awesome fucking scene, by the way. Just the way he's kind of speed walking down the hall. He's pissed off. You do not fuck with this Michael Myers. So that is the scariest version of Michael Myers to me. I get it. There's scenes where he's got a little bit of a belly, and people can point out, I don't want fat Michael Myers. It's not that scary. Totally understand that. But for me, that speed walking scene combined with the brutality brings him up to number 1. So, which Myers do you guys think is the scariest? Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching.